Coach Brennan, great guy, one of the good guys. I don't think there's any guy that coaches in the Big 12 that's not a good guy. I've met all of them there. Great character, um, studious, authoritarian type of guys. They're leaders. They have principles, and then a tremendous amount of structure. I like him tremendously, and I love the job that he's doing there. You can read his coaching history. He's been several places, but he's one of the good guys, and I like what he's doing at Arizona. Students of the Week has a good team. FIFA, I think we played him, I think it's third time, right? Since probably third time since we've been here. Good young man, man. I remember after the first year, he was rated really high, and he should have been. I think he had a down year last year because of the change of coaching and the change of the offense. But this kid, to me, he's a pro. He could play. He could spin it. He could throw it. You give him time, he's going to make things happen defensively. They get after it. I can recall big corners, long corners. They get your hands on the receivers. It's going to pose a tremendous threat because they get after it on the defensive side of the ball. Students of the Week, Mr. Arnold from Tennessee, John Slaughter from Mississippi as well. Homecoming week and Spirit Day as well. Peggy's the Grand Marshal. Amen. Gotta win. Peggy's the Grand Marshal. Saturday should be beautiful. Colorado, 66-43. What we got here? Soccer, 13-2-3. Awesome with one regular season game left. At Kansas this Thursday. Then the team goes to the Big 12 tournament. Volleyball's 18-3, which is darn believable. Best record through 21 matches in CU history. Hats off to the volleyball team. Cross country is at the Big 12 championship this week. Friday in Lawrence, Kansas. The men's team is ranked number 5 in the darn country. Women's team 16. God bless them. Hats off to all three of those sports. Let me start by addressing some stupidity that happened a week ago, that someone tried to make a big deal out of Coach Sapp knocking over the darn pylons. That's our little thing. He knocks them down, I pick them up. That's what defensive linemen do, right? They knock them down, the defensive backs pick them off. So that's our little thing. So that's what we do. Stop trying to make something out of nothing. And the little situation that you caught me yelling on the sideline, I wasn't yelling at Coach about a call. I was yelling about personnel. Okay, I just want to make it clear. So I was talking about personnel, not the call he made. I respect the calls that Coach makes. I think he's one of the best guys in the business. We just got to put us in better situations and do more than the guys have to execute. But I yell on the sidelines all the time. You know, sometimes I yell positivity. I'm not yelling negativity. Sometimes I get disturbed, upset, but I'm not yelling at the coach. I'm yelling about something else. So that's what that was. I got the utmost respect for Coach Livingston. Rob has done a great job since he's been here, and I respect he and his family. But we got to do better all the way around. Let's go.
Nikki, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
Great.
Nikki Edwards, Yahoo Sports. After Utah, how do you approach practice this week to yield the answers you want this Saturday?
First and foremost, last week was a tremendous surprise because of the great practices that we had. Hats off to the young men as well as the staff, because we teach our young men to put things behind them, especially plays, and go to the next play. Now you got to put a whole game behind you and go to the next opportunity, and that's practice. And oftentimes you practice a certain way and you play that same way. These young men have responded tremendously, and I'm proud of them that they're putting it aside and say, you know what, we're better than this. We got to focus, we got to lock in. And Mate didn't have a great game punting the ball last week. The guy was out there for an hour on his own, just kicking the snot out the ball, just working till Coach Pollock had to tell him to come in. You know, so you like that. You want to see that tenacity out of your team, and that's what we're seeing. And the coaches are holding them accountable, and I'm holding myself accountable as well as the coaches accountable. That's on us. We got to put the kids in a better situation. Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach Harrison Simeon, Buffs and SI. After Saturday, you talked about how, leadership and preparation starts with you guys and the coaching
Yeah.
staff. After a loss like that, have you given any thought to changing responsibilities to better suit the team at this point
Well,
with
you
your
always do
assistants?
that. We do that from game to game anyway.
With your
It's,
assistants?
it's not something that we don't do. We just don't tell you all the time that we do it. We do that anyway. So we're always looking to improve in every area of getting the guys prepared. Not only that, what's being called from play to play, situation to situation. You probably don't notice, but we have a run game, pass game coordinator on both sides of the ball. So that's being challenged all the time. And I challenge these guys all the time, and I challenge myself all the time to get it right. We just got to get it right. We're not achieving what we're capable of achieving at this point.
Hey, Coach, Brian Halbel, the Daily Camera. I have a couple questions for you. After the game, you mentioned you wanted to find out the whys.
Right.
Did you find out some
Yeah.
answers as you were going through?
Most definitely.
And what were some of the things you
I
found?
don't want to share those.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely I found out the wise. We sat there as a staff and watched the whole, not the whole game, we watched half the game together the next morning at noon.
Then I wanted just as a follow-up to that, this offense obviously has not been, super explosive. I think 24
Right, both sides of the ball hadn't been explosive.
Yeah.
Okay? Not just the offense, the defense has been giving it up as well. So let's not just target one side of the ball. As well, we was horrible on special teams as well this past week. I think for the first time all year, we hadn't been consistent. So it's not just one area that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about all areas.
Hey, Coach. Pat
How you
Graham,
doing,
Social-
my man?
Nice to see you.
Didn't we
Thanks.
just talk yesterday?
We did.
I know we did.
I know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you're saying that you weren't going to sugarcoat things with your
Right.
team and everything. What was your message to your team? And I mean, how and did you give them
When?
truth?
At
serum?
what point? At what point?
Just at the meetings and what you saw and what you went through and finding consistency.
After the game, you got to understand, I'm a little upset. I'm a little deterred. So I'm going to speak what's on my mind, what's fresh on my mind. I don't even remember everything I said. I'm pretty sure it was recorded because that's what we do. That's what media does as well. Coming in Monday morning and today, it's been a approach just to challenge them on certain things. You got to know your team. You got to know what they could stand. You got to know how to push them, where to push them, when to push them. You got to know what you're dealing with, and I know my young men. I know the coaching staff. I know what's inside this locker room and inside this program. So I know what buttons to hit personally, and I'm trying to hit every button we can up until that game on Saturday.
Hi, Coach. Adam Wilson,
How
Tiger
you doing, sir?
24/7 Sports. The offensive line had been playing well this season.
Yeah.
Was there kind of a common theme to their issues that they had on Saturday?
They just didn't get it done. It's one of those games. They just didn't get it done. It's like those games they get it done. It's one of those games they didn't get it done. So you can't just pinpoint one thing and say this is why they didn't get it done. It don't work like that. Sometimes you have great play in this area, and not great play in that area. That just happens to be a game that we didn't have great play in any area.
Coach Jack Carlo.
My man, always a
How are
pleasure.
you? Appreciate the time again, Coach. You mentioned new mate there, getting some extra work in.
Right.
Just overall, just what have you seen from this team? I guess it wasn't a fun plane ride back. but just
No,
these past couple
we didn't
days.
hear Pete. I didn't want to hear Pete, on the way back. And I told him I better not hear laughter or joy, anything, because we've got our butts kicked. These guys understand the assignment. They understand the mission. It was one of those days that it just didn't work. You got your butt kicked. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't placate it. It is what it is. Now, guess what? Let's flush the darn toilet, and let's move on. And that's what we've done. We've flushed the toilet and moved on. Because going back from our state and what we just did, that's two different teams. That's two different teams up with us, not them. Forget the opponent. I'm talking about that's two different things that you saw. Now, we got to get back to that former team and then improve on that. And we're very much capable.
John Treach, 9 News.
How you doing, John?
Coach, as someone who's competed and fought for everything in your life,
Right.
do you find it especially challenging to reach a team that may not be wired that way?
I'm not going to say they're not wired that way. You just got to ignite them in certain ways, not only the young men, the coaches. See, you guys think you're only coaching young men. You're coaching coaches as well, and you got to get them on that same frequency as well to want it all and don't don't settle. I'm not a settler, man. I don't settle. Like, when I went for contracts, when I played, I wanted what I wanted. I'm not coming back down to settle in the middle. No, if I ask you for that, that's what I want. So, because I'm going to work my butt off and prove that I'm capable and I'm worth that. So, we want that same mentality in that locker room. Do we have everyone in there on that page? No, I don't think anyone does. But we're working towards that. That was a tremendous bump in the road, and we're trying to put that behind us, and let's move on. Let's go. Because I know we're capable.
Ryan Scholes from Ralph Report. After the game, you said you told the team and you told media the cat's out of the bag, and you
Right.
gave away the blueprint. Is that something that you feel that your guys have really taken to heart, and how
Yeah.
challenging is it to kind of go and make adjustments to
Well,
fix the issues?
let me tell you what I was talking about. I was talking about the blitz. Okay, if you recollect the game, you hit a couple big plays early on that we had. They stopped the blitz. Because you had guys right there. We just got to hit them. We just got to get the ball to them. We just got to protect. We got to do some things that we're capable of doing to stop the onslaught. And they stopped it. I know darn well if we're blitzing and they hit us and bleed us down the seam for a touchdown or explosion, you're going to stop that. Now you got to blitz in certain occasions, not every occasion. So we understand football. We welcome that. It's not like it was broken. We had an answer. We just didn't get to it. We just didn't do what needed to be done on those particular plays. No excuses for that.
Coach, how you doing?
Great.
Scott Proctor at DMVR. You guys have had 3 road games now, and I think each of them haven't gone up to your expectation, kind of your standard.
Right.
Why do you think that is? Have you kind of noticed a different team on the road versus at home
No,
this year?
I think it's a different team that night.
How do you think that is?
I don't think the road has nothing to do with it. I think it's night. That's what I think, and we gotta fix that. We gotta figure out ways around that. But let me tell you something, man. The plays that to be made, we're not making the plays, and we gotta hold everybody in that locker room, including myself, accountable for not making the plays. You see them. They're there to be made. We got to make them. We got to do much better. And that starts with practice. It starts with the mentality. That starts with the hunger and the thirst to be great at something or to defeat your opponent. Every week we talk about one-on-one matchups, who's going to beat their opponent. Okay, it's one thing that you dominate your opponent, but as a team, are we collectively beating our opponents? If you winning your one-on-one, he's winning his one-on-one, but we got 8 other guys and 9 other guys get their butts kicked, it don't make sense. We got to collectively do what needs to be done to come out victorious.
Appreciate it.
We better than that.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the
How you
Denver
doing,
Gazette.
sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. I was just curious, you mentioned after the game the other day that you were surprised because of how good a week of practice you
Yeah.
guys had. I remember players saying after the Iowa State game similarly that was the best week of practice you guys had to that point, and it kind of translated to Saturday. What was
Yeah.
different about this week that it didn't translate the practices over to the game day?
Second play of the game, which went for a touchdown. Then you get the ball on offense and you 3 and out. Then they go again, it's touchdown. Then you get the ball on offense and you're 3 and out. Like that kind of stuff, that's, you got to have the strength to stand up to that and to bounce back and to fight back and say, no, we got this. Even if we don't have success on this down or this play, we got this. We got another opportunity when we get back out there. You got to have that mentality that no matter what happens, we're going to be all right. And we can't break. We could bend, but we can't break. Unfortunately, we broke.
Hey, Coach. Shane Holcomb, Scobo Sports. I just want to get your comments on, recently we've seen a theme across the college ball landscape where, teams are moving on from their coaches faster
Yeah,
than ever.
yeah,
Do you
that's
think that,
unfortunate.
these schools and fan bases have lost the sense of patience in the process of building
Well,
something?
there's no one patience in this world. How do we exude patience when we could call up right now and get a pizza delivered right here? That you could call and get a ride waiting outside for you. Everything is expeditious in this country. Everyone wants the quick fix, the quick things. You got mail order brides too, right? You get married, right away. You could get a BBL. You could come in here flat as I don't know what, and leave thick as a Snicker. So this is a different country that we live in, man. Ain't nobody got no patience no more. I understand that, and I don't either. I don't have patience as well. I want things done right now because I'm used to getting up there working, putting in the work, and you want that result from the work you put in. It don't oftentimes work like that. That's a great question. I appreciate that.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Just a simple question. I've heard you say this a bunch of times, holding myself accountable.
Yeah.
How does one hold oneself accountable?
You check everything in the house. You start off with yourself to make sure you're putting in the time and the necessary efforts that you need to, and the knowledge of the game that you can extend to the staff as well as the players. You just checking yourself. Now you go down and you checking all the coaches to make sure what's being taught is the right thing, it's the right way, and they're checking the efforts of the young men, and we're watching enough film to make sure we're doing the right thing, we're calling the right thing, we put them in the proper situations. Then you go down and check the young men to make sure they're doing their jobs and they want this. Did we choose the right men? Do we have the right collection of young men in that locker room? It's a whole lot of checks and balances going on. But you start at the top with yourself. When you look in the mirror, I got to be satisfied with what I'm giving to this university as well as this team, because they've done a wonderful job of blessing me. So I feel the worst. I haven't been home yet. I've been here every night since. I haven't been home yet. So that's how much I care. That's how much I love it. That's how much I embody this university, the school, what they've done for us, the fan base. They come and sell out during every darn game that we earn. There's not a seat left. I think it's homecoming. Right? We got any seats left? Couple seats left. Hopefully it sells out again, and they have an expectation, which we've created. So we want to appease them, because this is a wonderful place to live, wonderful place to play the game, and I don't know why a young man wouldn't want to go out there and give it his all. This week, I'm glad you got me going. This week we talked about hobbies. I asked all the team about their hobbies. Some people said, I like to fish, I like to hunt, I like to ski, I like to cook. I said, is anybody compensating you for that? They said, no, I just like to do it. I said, hey, we didn't even tell you to do it, but you like to do it, right? They said, yeah. I said, when you do that, do you give it your all? They said, yeah. I said, well, won't we do the same thing with this game? Because last time I checked, we're getting a check to do this. So let's give it your absolute all. Make it your hobby. Make it personal. Make it have some feeling into it that you want to be successful. I've never done nothing in my life where I wanted to just compete. I've always wanted to win, and I'm trying to get that across. Like, everything you do in life, you gotta want to win, man. I don't care if we walk into the cafeteria and I'm gonna be one step quicker. I gotta get there faster. Like, I want to win, and I want to embody that every darn day, and I want that to bleed off into these young men. And a plethora of them, it's happening, and I like it, but it's not happening as expeditiously as I would want.
So you talked about that's part of it, right? Players and staff.
Right.
When you go to a staff member after a tough game like that, what are you looking for in them that will show you that they understand
The
what
truth.
happened? Okay.
I'm not looking for them. I know them.
Right.
They wouldn't be here if I didn't know them. I'm just looking for the truth. Let's talk about it. What happened? Okay. Why win that call? Whose fault is that? That's how it goes down.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Brady, last one. Go ahead.
Coach Brady King, Denver 7. You mentioned not really having patience. Would you say there is a sense of urgency for the team to flip the script
There's
this week?
a sense of urgency every day. I don't give a darn what the record is. There's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of urgency at this point last year as well. So, yeah, we want to win every game. We want to win every play. We want to win every down. Like, we want to win. We're not going out there and say, hey, let's just kick it today. Let's just get our butts kicked. That's what we want to do. No, that's not the way I move. That's not the way I get down. I've never been that way in my life. Therefore, the goal is not only to win, to dominate. That's the goal. Sometimes you don't reach that. I'm not comfortable with that sometimes whatsoever. We're better than that. We're better than this. We really are. There's no way we could play like that the last time you saw us play at home, then go play like that. That don't add up. So don't say we weren't prepared. We were prepared. We just got a butts kicked.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. God bless you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.